successful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah.
hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me.
Kill. Protein spill. Check.
Check the backer.
2nd and 6. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Break.
51. Blue down. Switch.
General West. There.
Rush in. Slam.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Hey, wahoo.
5'9".
Off the play fake. Archer. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Ready to break.
59. Mine's 59. Let's go.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This is Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And his throw here's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down, Samuels. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Go.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gotta get the stop here, D.
Look at me, zipper.
We got motion. Back up, back up. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Check, 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 check.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, exit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Archer from the gun, he'll throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Hey, pick your game up. Go. Come to me, it's me. Bang, 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 bang. Look at me. Go. Check three. Get it.
Archer now to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Whip. Watch
Topper. Deuce. Hey, Sam on. Snap.
Now they run with Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Safety's creeping. Watch that.
Now Archer looking to throw on 2nd down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Ready?
51, Mike, 51. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam.
Here's Archer. Off play action. Complete to his tight end Sample. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They come out here in the eye. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Back to throw is Archer. Off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Know your job.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Yep.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Hey, Haywood.
No, he ain't got it. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Check the outs, check
X3, 218, chopper.
59. Mike's 59.
Back to throw. Archer to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Ready, set.
Check.
Hey, high 7.
Stand situation.
80 weapon.
59 mark. Check. 59.
5.
Throwing on first down. Daniels finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's see what you got. Set.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On the carry, it's Samuels. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big play there for New England. 52 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That's good for the Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 21.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Archer off the play fake. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Hey, foxtrot.
51, Mike 51. Hey, man. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Archer being chased, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now this throw caught left side. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Nixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Check this.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. I'm going to come back to you.
Bravo.
Back to you. Right here.
Archer now operating from the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Archer from the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Matchbox lights. Five. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Check nickel.
Go out.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 52. Shift.
Snap.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Down. 60 or.
Go, Brandon. Turn over. Get that ball. Undercrunch. Watch the twist.
Big grip.
To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Off play action. Daniels. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A gain of 5. Good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
6 down. Check 6 down.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 5.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Samuels again. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Small.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
And the Patriot first down.
Got it.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Ready, break.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Go. Big grip.
From the gun, Daniels going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Protein spill. Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Check, check. What, squeeze.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. General West. Hey, seam six. 2.
On first down, Daniels. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run with Samuels. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, New England.
Mike 29. Let's go deep, tight.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Fighting through, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check, 59. All day, just like that. Just like that. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Get it.
2nd and long. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, wahoo! I'm coming after you. Now.
Here's Archer operating from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Hey, exit. Sponge. No. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got you, boy.
Back to throw is Archer. Going to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Archer from the gun. He'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Joker. Check.
On first down, Samuels. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
On first and 10, Daniels. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Rock it. Check your hot read. Quick the edge.
Off the play fake. Archer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
High 7. Check 5.
Archer now. Off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Archer, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On third down, here's Samuels. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Archer off the play fake. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Brewer. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Archer. And Woods has it. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Archer operating from the gun. Dumps it off to Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's checking crap. Tight dog. Yes. Ready.
From the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the end.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Ready, set, blue draw, corkers. 59. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Set, go.
Back to throw is Archer. Throwing again. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Archer, off play action. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brewer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Archer now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New England, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.